What is up, my brothers from other mothers and sisters from other misters? Today we are covering 10 sought-after items within video games. Yes, it is I, Lardy D, and today we are covering 10 sought-after. I've already said that. We are covering! Already said that too. Okay, we're about to get into it. 10 sought-after things within video games that not many people had or tried to get, and Minecraft's in here, Halo, Call of Duty, you know, all the good stuff. So just sit back, watch, hope you enjoyed it. I made these graphics. I thought they were kind of funny. So moving on, number 10. We have from year one of Destiny 1, the Gjallarhorn exotic rocket launcher. It was the most powerful rocket launcher in Destiny 1 year one, not only because of its rockets, but it had Wolfpack rounds shooting out additional projectiles dealing more damage. And having that ability within a raid encounter was a very unique experience because of how much damage it did. It was a must for every raid. Every raid group, every person looking for other people to join their raids to fight Crota or Atheon required you to have the Gjallarhorn, even to a point of being toxic. Bungie wound up nerfing it eventually, but the only way to get this weapon was from legendary engrams or an exotic engram or getting it from a drop. It was very hard to get and extremely sought after.
Oh my god! 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 No!
We have the final attack materia from Final Fantasy VII. Players first will have to save up 64,000 MP to be able to afford the Omni-Slash weapon, which in turn you would need to fight against the last enemy within the arena. Dealing enough damage to him and killing him would unlock the item called the final attack materia. In essence, what it would do is if your character would be killed or knocked down to 0 health points, instead of him dying, he would be allowed to do a final attack. And if you paired that materia with, a lot of people did it with Phoenix, they would allow them to do a ton of damage and resurrect their compatriots. In essence, it would allow you to do one last hit before dying, sometimes completely ending the game just with your final attack, even though you were killed. So it was very highly sought after. 8. Now we are moving into one of the greatest Halo games out there today. Halo Reach. You have the armor effect, inclement weather. Boys, let me tell you how hard this was to get. This game was not pay to win. You had to save up 2 million credits in order to buy this armor effect. And if you saw somebody running around inside a ranked match with this armor effect, looks like a thunderstorm around your body, you saw somebody with that, you ran the other direction. You quit the game. So yeah, if you had no life and wanted to show something for it, this was it. This is it, guys. You know, you got a thunderstorm around your body. Congratulations, you haven't showered in a week, but hey, you have a thunderstorm around your body. Moving on. 7. Now we have from Minecraft the Elytra, one of the hardest items to get within Minecraft's survival mode. First thing players would have to do is eventually find the end portal, then progressing into it, they would have a chance to fight the Ender Dragon, which would drag on for quite a long time depending on how many people you had with you. After defeating the Ender Dragon, you could then start to explore the end itself, eventually finding the Ender Fortress. Progressing through it, exploring it, you were able to find sometimes a ship floating in the air, and if you were managed to get past all of the shulkers, not die, and not be killed by any Enderman, you were able to get the Elytra from inside. What it allows you to do essentially is glide and fly like Superman, and it is extremely hard to get, but very sought after and one of the best items within the game itself.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. sky.
6.
And of course, from GoldenEye, we have the Golden Gun. Guys, one of the most sought after items within this game. They had a multiplayer mode called the Man with the Golden Gun. If you were able to get the Golden Gun, it was a one-hit kill on your enemies. Such a good time, guys. It was 1997, you know. Pretty sure Bush was still president. You know, there was still only 2 genders. It was just a good time in everyone's life. I was 3 years old, but you know how it is. Anyways, guys, the Golden Gun, sought after. Everyone wanted it. Very few got it. Moving on.
5.
We have a bit of a controversial item here from Fable 2, what they called Hal's Armor. It's a suit of armor, medieval looking, that is, yes, Halo 3 Master Chief. If you pre-ordered and got the limited edition Fable 2 set, you were supposed to get a code that allowed you to unlock Master Chief armor within the game. But 90% of the codes did not work, and Microsoft only kept tickets open for up to a year. So if you bought the limited edition after that time, you had only a 10% chance of getting a working code, and Microsoft no longer issued new codes. It took me 3 limited edition Fable 2s in order for me to get the Halo armor for Fable 2. It was that rare. If you saw somebody running around with it, it was an extremely rare item to have. It was the rarest item in Fable 2. Fake codes were being sold online, and like I said, it took me 3 purchases of limited editions just to get the armor. I wanted it so bad, and it took over $100 for me to get it. And I had it for a few years until, of course, Microsoft allowed it just to be put on the Xbox store in 2014, so now everyone has it. So all of my efforts were in vain.
4.
All right, let's jump into probably one of the most known and hardest items to ever unlock in video game history. That was, yes, the tactical nuke from Modern Warfare 2, guys. This is where men became adults and young boys became young men. It's a little known fact that if you were able to get the tactical nuke and you were 7 years old, that you automatically unlocked puberty. That's just how it worked. Anyways, if you got a 25 kill streak within any game type, it doesn't matter if you were winning or losing, playing big team battle, capture the flag, capture the flag. I did not say fag. Okay, I said fag. I'm demonetized. Anyways, if you were able to get a 25 kill streak within Modern Warfare 2, you would get the tactical nuke, essentially giving you victory. Doesn't matter if you were winning or losing. If you use the nuke, I don't see why you wouldn't use it after you unlocked it. You would kill everything in the game, giving you an unequivocal, couldn't be argued with victory within the whole game. Guys, that's it. The hardest thing to get. I only got it twice the whole time we played. So sad. Anyways, moving on. I don't know about you, but the prospect of being able to shoot lasers from the sky is a pretty moist thing to think about. So in this game, you had Euclid's Sea Finder within Fallout New Vegas. If you were able to find this fetus child in Freeside, you saw him running around with this little toy gun in his hand, you could convince him to buy it from you. But I snuck up to his room later that evening. Okay, that sounds weird, but I would sneak up into his room and I would pickpocket him and get it for free. Oh God, I don't even know how to say that without it's not sounding weird. Anyways, you get his weapon, then you do a quest called That Lucky Old Son. If you would do it a correct way, you would get an Archimedes charge, which allows you once per 24 hours, you can mark an area, and then a Jesus light from the sky will shine down to the ground, doing damage and killing everything around you. So once per day, you can literally rain Jesus power down onto the ground. It is the most rare and hardest item within Fallout New Vegas to get, and the most fun to use. So if I were you, I would go get it right now.
2.
I could go over 100 different things from Skyrim that were hard to get. That game made me mad in so many different ways, but one of the things that sticks out in my mind the most was the Daedra Armor. Before I knew about the glitches and the exploits, I legitimately ranked up my blacksmithing to get the Daedra Armor. You had to get it to 100. It took forever, making little bitty tiny daggers over and over and over again. Finally getting your blacksmithing high enough in order to craft it. The armor itself is amazing, and it's extremely hard to get. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, but the weapons are also extremely strong. But I honestly didn't care about that. I just wanted to look around looking like a demon because I'm an evil person at heart, and I love being able to run around being evil, acting like a Daedra, and looking fabulous while doing it. And moving on to where the moisture meets the oyster, we have one of the rarest items and hardest to get within Halo universe called, yes, you already know, the Recon Armor, one of the hardest and most sought after items within Halo 3. If you were able to unlock this helmet and armor, you were looked at the most succulent member of the Halo community. In order to get it, you had to defeat all of these Vidmaster Challenge achievements across Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. But if you were able to get it and you were seen in-game with this Recon Armor, you were looked at as the god of Halo. But I personally was not able to unlock it, sadly. But eventually, after Master Chief Collection came out, they allowed the Recon Armor just to be used by everyone. So essentially, they belittled everyone's achievements in time that they put in to get it. Hey, but at least you got it, huh? So yeah, countdown over. This was fun. Glad we did this. Maybe we'll do it again sometime, huh? Yeah. Alright. Bye.